The Dream. Tanibor, Volume 1. Shoaibi. Published by Shoaibi, 2023. This is a work of fiction. Similarities to real people, places, or events are entirely coincidental. The Dream. First edition. September 29, 2023. Copyright 2023 Shoaibi. It was dark, and we could barely see the ground. Every step carried a risk of falling into one of the fields beneath us. I was gasping for air, as I am not used to walking through mountain fields and climbing their retaining walls. We didn't exchange a word, and we just followed the poor light that was coming out of the small electric torch that Mammon, who was walking in front of us, was carrying in his hand, and pointing it to the ground ahead of us. They were breathing heavily, while my heart was pounding and about to jump from its place. Every cell in my body was sweating, and my eyes were burning because of the sweat, although I was wiping my eyes and forehead with my sleeve every couple of minutes. The good news here was that I was getting more concerned about my heart than the relatively not too far away howling of what I hoped to be stray dogs. Not to mention the close growling that I managed to convince myself was imaginary. Mammon stopped again for the 18th or 19th time and said, "Wall." Everyone knew what to do. He climbed the stone wall. Then Ameer looked at me, and nodded with his head in an authoritative gesture, asking me to climb the wall. I hesitated for a second, but his terrified eyes made that hesitation vanish, and I jumped to climb the wall while he pushed my backside up, and Mammon reached with his hand to help me pull myself up. Then Ameer followed without needing any help. We were lucky that it wasn't the rainy season, and no crops were growing in the fields, otherwise it was going to be a hell of a walk through these fields. Since we started this journey, I couldn't shake the feeling that we were being watched. But before we get to that, I think I should explain how I got here first. 1. My name is Riad, 24 years old and single. Being single at this age is no exception in my community, because the only relationship that is acceptable here is marriage, and due to economic factors, the average age for marriage is 25 years old and above. I still live in my family's house, which is the norm here and the default mode for unmarried or divorced individuals. I come from a large family consisting of 7 siblings, including 4 boys and 3 girls, as well as a mother, a stepmother, and a father. That's enough introduction at the moment.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?